The last point in this lesson, how we graph the solution of the inequality. After you solve the inequality, you get x more or equal number, less or equal number, more than, less than, and we said that the solution here is not one number, it is a set of numbers. Therefore, I need to graph this solution. Look here, 12n minus 4 less or equal 13n. As we learned before, to solve an inequality or an equation, when we have variables on both sides like here, we must get rid one of them. Usually we get rid of the smallest one, 12n, 13n. 12n is smaller, then I say negative 12n, negative 12n. I put negative 12n, or I subtract 12n from both sides. You see here, 12n minus 4 minus 12n, 13n minus 12n. Negative 12n, positive 12n, 0. Then I have negative 4 only, I put it down. 13n minus 12n, it is n, or 1n. 1n and n are the same. Now I get negative 4 less or equal n. How I graph the solution? To graph the solution, first I must draw number line, like this one. And I put numbers. The numbers must be before the solution and after the solution. How? Here the solution is negative 4. Then I start, for example, from negative 7, negative 6, negative 5, negative 4, negative 3, negative 2, negative 1, 0, and so on. First step, after I put after I draw the number line, I must put circle over the solution. What is the solution here? Negative 4. You see, I put circle over negative 4. But this circle has two kinds. We have empty circle and solid circle. When I use the empty circle and when I use the solid circle, it's very, very simple. When you have less or equal, more or equal, like this example, here we have less or equal. I put what? Solid circle. If you have more or less only, without equal, I put empty circle. Here, negative 4 less or equal n. If you want to graph in a good way and you don't make mistake at all, never, always read the inequality from the variable. And instead of saying negative 4 less or equal n, I want you to say n more or equal negative 4. And of course, it's the same. N more or equal negative 4, when you say like this, always when you say variable more or equal, this means the direction of the arrow will be to the right, like this. If you say the variable less or equal, this means the direction of the arrow will be to the left. Here I put solid circle after negative over negative 4, and I tell you why. Because you have here less or equal or more or equal. I don't care, less or equal, more or equal, the same. When you have equal, the circle must be solid. And because n more or equal negative 4, the arrow go to the right. Here another example. Also it's the same. 4b, 3b. I get rid of 3b, negative 3b, negative 3b. You will get negative 6 more or equal p. Or you can say p less or equal negative 6, which is this one. Over negative 6, I put solid circle. And I read from the variable p less or equal. I said less or equal, this means the arrow must go to the left. Here, the signs of the inequalities. This, we can read it less than, fewer than. This, greater than, more than. This, we can say less than or equal to, or at most, or no more than. These signs help me, or these expressions help me when we have problem solving. If you see in the problem solving at most, or no more than, or less than or equal, you use this sign. When you say, or when you see at least, no less than, no less than, greater than or equal, you use this sign, which is greater than or equal. This means greater than or equal is the same as at least or no less than. Look at this problem solving. What did he say? Entertainment. Banya wants to buy season passes to 2 theme parks. If one season pass cost $54.99 and Banya has $100 to spend on both passes, the second season pass must cost no more than what amount? All the money she have is $100. Can she exceed it? Can she spend more than $100? Of course she cannot. Therefore here what shall I use? I will use less than or equal. Why or equal? Because she can spend the whole $100 and she can spend less than. But can she spend more? No, she cannot. Therefore the sign I will use is less or equal. Of course 54 plus 0.99, this is the cost of the first, plus the second season, I don't know, I put x. 54.99 plus x less or equal 100. Then I solve it. Like here, I solve it. This problem solving the same. See here, he say no more than. No more than. This means I must use less or equal.